Imagine China turned off rare earth magnet exports tomorrow. Your EV, your wind turbine, and half of the F-35 fleet would be in serious trouble.
Wait, magnets? I thought the risky part was batteries, not some invisible metal inside the motor.
Those magnets are the real muscle of the green transition, and right now, China makes over 90% of them. Before we dive in, hit like and subscribe to the Green Blueprint _TGB so you don't miss the rest of this series. Today, we're visiting 3 projects trying to break that magnet monopoly. An Australian mine pulling heavy rare earths from ancient rock. A European ex-uranium plant reborn as an EV magnet hub. And a US desert mine feeding a brand new magnet campus in Texas.
So, by the end, you'll tell me if these 3 can actually dent China's control, or if our green tech is still made in China?
Exactly. Stay to the end, because the answer is uncomfortable. First, what are we fighting over? Neodymium iron boron magnets, the tiny blocks that make EV motors, wind turbines, robots and fighter jets absurdly powerful for their size.
And they need extra elements to survive heat, right? Dysprosium and terbium?
Right. A sprinkle of dysprosium or terbium stops those magnets from losing strength when EV motors and turbine generators run hot for hours. For decades, almost all that processing happened in China. Today, it controls around 85% of rare earth refining and over 90% of magnet production.
So, if you drive an EV in London or Berlin, odds are the magnets inside were processed in China, even if the ore came from somewhere else?
That's the vulnerability. Europe, the US, even allies in Asia depended on one country for the midstream and magnet stages. Now, 3 projects are trying to change that. Our first stop, Lynas Rare Earths. Its Mount Weld deposit in Western Australia is one of the richest rare earth mines in the world.
I remember our Australia episode. Lynas was already shipping light rare earths for magnets. What's new?
In 2026, Lynas announced the first commercial dysprosium oxide production outside China, a heavy rare earth critical for EV and defense magnets.
So instead of importing dysprosium from southern China, EV makers can source some of it from Australian rock?
Exactly. It doesn't replace China, but it finally gives the West a non-Chinese source of heavy rare earths for high-temperature magnets. The catch? Volumes are still small compared with Chinese output, and processing is complex and expensive. This is a crack in the wall, not a new wall yet. Next, we fly to Estonia, into a story that sounds like a Cold War thriller. Silmet in Sillamäe used to separate uranium for nuclear weapons.
And now it separates rare earths for EVs and wind turbines?
Yes, Silmet is Europe's largest rare earth separation plant, turning mixed feedstocks into high-purity oxides. Neo Performance Materials then sends those oxides 20 kilometers inland to Narva, where Europe's first large-scale NdFeB magnet factory is ramping up.
Estonia is building a full mine-to-magnet chain inside Europe.
That's the goal. Phase 1 in Narva can produce about 2,000 tons of magnets a year, enough for around 1.5 million EVs. Phase 2 would expand to 5,000 tons, covering roughly 15 to 20% of Europe's current permanent magnet demand.
And the heavy stuff, dysprosium, terbium, for hot EV motors?
Silmet just commissioned a line to separate those heavy rare earths in Europe for the first time, right as prices for terbium jumped over 20% in a single month. But remember, even at full expansion, Estonia will still cover a fraction of Europe's demand. It's a vital backup node, not a full replacement for Chinese magnets. Our third project sits on the other side of the world. MP Materials' Mountain Pass Mine in California, the only commercial-scale rare earth mine operating in the US.
So they dig the ore there. Do they also make magnets?
That's the plan. MP built a magnet facility in Fort Worth and is now investing over $1.25 billion in 10X, a giant rare earth magnet campus in Northlake, Texas. They'll take neodymium praseodymium oxide from Mountain Pass, turn it into metal, alloy it, and then produce NdFeB magnets, all inside the US.
Who's buying those magnets?
General Motors has a long-term offtake deal to use them in its North American EV motors, and the Pentagon has supported MP as part of a push for supply chain independence. Even so, this will be just one integrated plant in a world where China still dominates every stage
Australia's
of the
dysprosium,
magnet chain.
Estonia's mine-to-magnet hub, and America's Texas campus. Are we finally safe if China ever turns off the tap?
Not yet. Together, these projects chip away at dependence, but they can't instantly replace a system where China still controls most processing and magnet capacity.
Breaking the monopoly needs 5 things.
More non-Chinese mines, like Linus. More hubs, like Estonia, for separation and magnets. Integrated plants, like MP's 10X, in several regions. Massive recycling of old magnets. And smarter designs that use fewer rare earths per motor.
So these mines are less superheroes and more first responders. They buy us time to build a deeper system?
Exactly. The green transition can't ride on one country's magnets forever. These 3 projects are proof that an alternative is possible. They just need company. If you want to see how Australia's rare earth story started, watch our earlier episode on the Australian mine that kicked off this race, linked right here on screen.
And if you're new here, subscribe to the Green Blueprint_TGB so you don't miss the next Global Projects Deep Dive.
Because next time, we're asking a bigger question. What happens if China's magnets stop, but our climate plans don't?